Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jamesville-DeWitt Central High School here in DeWitt, New York. Sam Gelfand, the voice of the Red Rams, here as the Baldwinsville Bees come in to take on the Jamesville-DeWitt Red Rams. Hi everybody, Sam Gelfand here, the sizzle to your steak, your ketchup, and your mustard. The Baldwinsville Bees currently at a record of 2-0-1. However, they're still rebuilding of sorts after Hannah Memos, the All-American, graduated last year. So we'll have to see how the team chemistry holds up without her. And we'll see in just a moment. The Red Rams currently at a record of 1-1. Fell to Fayetteville Manly as their last time out. And, of course, if you want to see how that game went, you can always check it on JDTV on this YouTube channel right here. And we do thank each and every one of you for joining us right now. We just had the starting lineups in the national anthem. We are all set to go here in DeWitt. It is a beautiful night for soccer. A very nice 69 degrees outside, Fahrenheit that is. Not going to try to convert that to Celsius for you. The Red Rams will get the ball first. And who better to start it off than Megan Baker? And here we go. The Red Rams with first contact, but Baldwinsville quickly gets it back. As always, it is worth mentioning that Baldwinsville is a Class AA team, the Red Rams Class A. And of course, that difference in class makes a big difference on the field. Class AA teams are able to field larger teams than Class A teams can, and they do have a larger pool of talent to choose from. Does not mean that all Class AA teams will have better talent in their school districts. It just means that mathematically, the more people you have to scout, the better chance you have of finding some. As the Red Rams currently on the attack. Sydney Ballatin, who has had a nice start to the season with 2 goals already in 2 games. Had the ball for a moment, sent forward and out of play. Baldwinsville will quickly get it back. Comes a throw in, a header intercepted. Now sent forward by the Red Rams. Ballatin tries to poke it, but Baldwinsville with some slick defense. Sent forward by Michaela Neville. Naval, I think. Neivel, if anyone knows exactly how to pronounce that. We do have a comment section. You can always let me know. But the Red Rams defense quickly turns things around, as they have all season so far and will continue to all season. This Red Rams squad is built around defense. It has remained just about impenetrable, at least through the first 2 games. Now Brooke Bort hopes to go on the counter, but she's double-teamed. Contact continues on, but not for much longer. Bort gets it back, trying to send it forward to Baker. Red Rams in control, and that changes as soon as I say something. Jaden Kantak now sends it forward. Back into the waiting grasp of the Red Rams. Brooke Bort now trying to push off against pressure. And intercepted before it can get to Leach. And Lauren Parker, the goalie, will put the kibosh on that. The last time these 2 teams met, actually, Lauren Parker had 15 saves. It was last October 9th. Baldwinsville did take the game 2-0, but both of those goals came off of Hannah Memos, who is no longer a student and is currently playing for, I believe, Binghamton University. The former All-American, the rock around which this Baldwinsville team was built around. I couldn't have bungled that sentence more if I tried. Belton sends it up. And Board has not a lot of competition to work with. Shot off and a save by Alexandra Gomez. Board had a great opportunity and a great shot, but a better stop by Gomez, immediately making her presence known. She has 31 saves on the season now, 30 coming into this game. Only allowed 5 goals. Now Board pushing up again. Tries the same shot and just to the left. If anything, Brooke Board has provided a warning that the Red Rams are able to score at any time. Don't know about anywhere. Both shots came from the exact same place. Now the Red Rams get it back. And Baldwinsville playing on the back foot, not something a lot of people might have expected. Bort might have a try for number 3, tries to send it up to Baker, collision and a save by Gomez. Three shots on goal, 3 saves for Alexandra Gomez. And this game is already action-packed. And now Bort trying to push up from the top again. So Kelsey Dwyer will take it down the other way. Parker sends it back out. Looks like that's Kelsey Dwyer who was doing the legwork there and then gets the throw in. And back to Parker. Count that as a save for her, her first of the game. So that's 4 saves combined from both teams after just 6.5 minutes. And now Baker has a shot. Gomez coming well out of the goal and puts a stop on that idea. The crowd certainly fired up here today, which is always great to see as there's a throw in for the Red Rams. And Board accidentally heads it out. Kantak now with a quick pass. Sent over to Mostrianska. Liana Mostrianska now has too much to contend with. And Naval could not do much against that Red Rams defense, as most cannot. Now Brooke Bort on the counter. And she is cleared for takeoff. A little bit of contact, as it sounds like Baldwinsville brought a few faithful here with them. Not too long a drive, about, 30 minutes? I've never been to Baldwinsville, that's just my estimation. Can't be more than an hour. I mean, no team we play is farther than an hour away. Oswego's like 45 minutes, right? Speaking of Oswego, we will be playing them in boys volleyball tomorrow morning. So come back to JDTV at, I believe it's 10 or 11 a.m. for the first boys volleyball broadcast of the season. Should be a fun one. And as 8.5 minutes have expired in this match, the story of it so far has actually, despite all the shots on goal, been defense. because Baldwinsville has been trying to convert at every opportunity. And they've been doing their best to push up, but they have not been able to get past the 15 or 20 yard line on the field. The Red Rams defense has just overwhelmed them. And so it is the Red Rams defense that has allowed them to convert and go onto the counterattack so frequently, and has allowed Brooke Borton and Megan Baker to have so many shots on goal. And now Borton might be trying for another. Pass forward to Baker. And sent back out. Now it's Dermody. And the Bees. Mostrianska. Across the field, tried for Guzman. Now Orlando. As just about 10 minutes have expired in the first half. Pushing up is Guzman. Red Rams defense getting physical. Shot. Well, it's a field goal. But that's a Red Rams ball as it goes out. It'll be a goalie kick. A lot of teams you see, the goalie does not actually do the goalie kick. They have someone else, but Lauren Parker, happy to do it herself. She is a well-rounded talent, and certainly a talent in the goal for the Red Rams. Hasn't had to do much so far. That's the benefit of having a defense like the Red Rams do. But I promise you, Parker is staying plenty warm. Especially with that brand new black goalie jersey just debuted during the FM game last week. Previously went for a blue. Mostrianska has it deflected. A long shot, literally and figuratively, and a save by Parker. And sent back out by the Red Rams once again. Bort was hoping for a quick interception, but it's sent forward to Guzman. Guzman in the corner, tries for a cross, stopped. CC Stone tracking it down. Guzman gets past Linder. Who I swore was blonde last season, or am I just misremembering things? Honest confession, usually it's kind of hard to see the numbers from this distance in the press box, so admittedly, sometimes I track players by hair. Anyway, Parker set for a goalie kick. Header by Linder. Linder, now Mostrianska. Double teamed with the through ball, not for long. Dangerous proposition past the goalie. I believe that counts. I think it counts as a goal. Though the referee might have been saying there was a. Yeah, there was a penalty. That goal did not count. So our clock is now about 15 seconds off, but otherwise that is not a goal. And a save by Parker! Now Baker with the ball and an opportunity to push up. No one is better at ball handling, but she sends it to Bort. If she can get there in time, she has favorable positioning in the corner, and she does save it from going out. However, double teamed in the corner. No one's getting to that. That's a Red Ram ball. Okay, our clock is just about exactly 15 seconds behind now. Just keep that in the back of your mind as we pause it, thinking that it would be a goal, but it was not. Now Baker to Linder, trying to break through. Stone, no. Shot from Baladin and a save by Gomez. Don't forget about our comment section here on YouTube. If you have a thought on today's game, drop us a comment, and if we like it, we might even read it out on the air. We do appreciate a little bit of audience participation, hence why we give you the opportunity. Now Naval sends it up. Neville. I'm going to guess Neville. Sent forward by Stone. Neville, shot on goal, stopped by Parker. Now the Bees hoping to sting. Guzman in the corner. Over to Neville. Really should have asked someone before the game how that name is pronounced. And it's another field goal, so if number 3, Michaelin, Neville, however you pronounce it, watches this game afterwards, just please know that I'm trying. That's all I ask. It is spelled Neivel. Neville, maybe? It's Nei, which complicates things. It's usually like an A. We'll go by first name. She's Michaelin. That'll uncomplicate things. Throw in by Beeville. And send right back out. So we do it all again, and we're about to do it a third time. Red Ram ball this time, though. And this is the issue with playing on the edge. Everyone appreciates a good bit of touchline play until the ball goes out of bounds 5 times in about 15 seconds. Contact on board, but she keeps going. Got to appreciate the tenacity, even if the Bees have taken it away. Now sent forward, Guzman racing for it. Matched up with Stone. A well-designed play from the Bees, attempting to put it into the corner, have someone cross over from left to right and intercept the pass at the last moment, trying to fake out the defense. But it bared no fruit. Now it's Michaelin. And sent out by Ballatin. Stone to the opposite side of the pitch. I believe that's Allison Starr on the pitch now, number 7. Comes to nothing, scooped up by Parker. Parker's certainly staying warm now. She's gotten plenty of reps in the last 10 minutes, including what would have been a goal if it was not a penalty. Bort sends it forward to Baker. Baker, the most phenomenal scorer on the Red Rams squad, but it goes out. This will be a corner kick for Jamesville-DeWitt. Hoping for a cross and a scoring opportunity. Only one way to find out. Header into Baker, and she scores! Megan Baker draws first blood against the Bees, and the Red Rams are up 1-0. The Red Rams' most proficient scorer gets her first of the season. It was only a matter of time. We all knew it was coming eventually. Now some fancy footwork from Baker, who would love to do it again, but she passes forward to Bort. Taken away. Let's watch it one more time, just because we can. The cross-in, perfect header from Baker. And now the Red Rams have a shot to do it again. Quick double change from the Red Rams. No limit to substitutions in high school soccer. Here's take two. Baker trying again, this time headed out. Well, that was disappointing. At least if you're a Red Rams fan. If you're a Baldwinsville fan, you're breathing a sigh of relief, and we welcome both here on JDTV. Pass intended for Baker, intercepted. Fighting in the corner again. As much as the Red Rams would like corner kick number 3, it's not looking like it's going to happen. Now, the Baldwinsville defense getting more physical as this half has gone on. Could be out of either strategy or desperation, which, despite being polar opposites, is really more similar than you'd think. At least our clock's caught up now. Free kick for Baldwinsville. And Catherine Durkin avoids some trouble. Last season, the Bees were 7-5. The Red Rams were 5-5-1. A bit of a disappointment for Jamesville-DeWitt last season, but had to do a bit of a rebuild. However, that rebuild has ceased because the Red Rams currently running a team with 14 seniors. Just about every major player except for Baker will be graduating this season, so it is now or never for the Red Rams. They have to get themselves at least a sectional championship, because there were no sectionals last year, which means that 11-year streak is still alive. The Red Rams have been Section 3 Class A champions every year since 2009. The Bees have to push it all the way back to their own half. And Durkin takes it away. And Harmony Russell doesn't get much of a chance to do anything there, but it was sent out by the Bees. So the Red Rams once again in prime scoring position, as they have been all match. Not much comes of it, though. And now we get a goalie kick. So did anyone tell the Baldwinsville fans that that's not the team they're supposed to be cheering for here? I suppose not. As the Bees now on the attack. And a good opportunity. But a stop by Parker. Lauren Parker playing punch-out, hoping for that high score. Give Lauren Parker an NES, she can get to Mike Tyson easy. Cross goes over, and we're all tied up. It's 1-1 now as the Baldwinsville Bees sting back at the Red Rams. Let's take one more look at it. So we were a little zoomed out. It's hard to see the number of who got to that. I believe it was Liana Mostrianska. We'll count it to her for now, and if proven wrong later, then we apologize. But if so, that would be Mostrianska's first goal of the season. Now Russell pushes forward, and the Bees push back. McKalen sends it up. Durkin interdicts. Going forward is Ballatin, but tripped. Close contact from Mostrianska, to the resounding chant to the JD faithful of "You can't do that." Gotta appreciate the enthusiasm. Free kick taken by Alice O'Connor. And speaking of appreciation, as always, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to JD TV live on YouTube. Now it's Sierra Natalie sending it over to Emma Warren, who we have not heard much of. And scooped up by Parker. This game all tied up at 1 apiece. Trading blows of these two teams. It is great to see a full capacity JD Stadium here with 12 minutes remaining in the first half. This is the hot ticket in town. And tomorrow's hottest ticket, I will remind you all once again, we are doing boys volleyball versus Oswego in the morning. You are not going to want to miss that contest. Our boys volleyball team is shaping up to be a good one this season. They are 1-0 and are looking for another chance to prove themselves. Sent up by Natalie. And Warren is stopped momentarily, and it's pushed over the touchline. Now a corner kick coming for Baldwinsville. The first one the Red Rams have had to face down this game. They don't do much with it. McKalen has it taken away. Russell trying to send it to Baker. Now Stone takes it back. Linder taken away from Ballatin. Warren to McKalen. Now the Red Rams on the attack again. Ballatin attempting to clear it, but no dice. Bees get it back, pushing forward. Up to the line. And stopped by Parker at the last possible moment. 10 minutes left in the first half now. It is a beautiful night for the beautiful game as the sun is beginning to set. We're getting some cotton candy skies. And both the Bees and the Red Rams hoping that victory will be just as sweet tonight. Speaking of cotton candy, has anyone been to the New York State Fair? I have not gotten a chance to as Baker gets tripped up. An aggressive tackle from Gabriella Valentine. As Linder gets sandwiched, sends it back out. 9 minutes left in the first half. Forward progress from O'Connor, not for long. Now Mostriansko has the first goal of the game for Baldwinsville. Sends it across the halfway point of the pitch, now over to Stone. Valentine brings the pressure and sends it back out. Yeah, has anyone been to the State Fair this year? Because I've not had the chance to, but I've heard less people have gone to it than in past years, but I know there's been a lot of very popular concerts. If anyone has any good experiences with the State Fair, let us know if we should or shouldn't go. Let us know in the comments.
Fair's over.
The fair's over?
Labor Day.
All right, well, let's change that present tense to past. If anyone had any good opportunity or good experiences at the State Fair, let us know. Shows you how on top of things I am. I'm supposed to be the one knowing about local current events as a journalist around here. Some back and forth play around the 25. Stone looks for Bort. Has to send it back. The Bees are swarming. And taken away, there's the clear. Red Rams doing their best to prevent a counterattack from the Bees. Playing down the touchline, now it's Bort. And now it's nobody, it goes out. 7 minutes left in the first half. Baldwinsville throw in. Baldwinsville in the white, JD in the red, in case you somehow haven't figured that out yet. O'Connor sends it out. Now the Baldwinsville Bees get it at about the midfield. Give or take 5 yards. Ballatin pushes up. Opportunity now for Baker, tripped. And frankly, kind of surprising that there's no penalty called there. That looked like an aggressive tackle to me, but no free kick. No penalty there either. Now Mostrianska charging forward. Fighting on the touchline. Sends it to Guzman. And a save by Parker. This match is action-packed as matches come. As these teams are getting more aggressive, it kind of reminds me of the last home soccer game against Baldwinsville, which is a boys' soccer game last season. And those two teams were at each other's throats. I have never seen a more physical game of soccer in my entire life. Surprised a fist fight didn't break out. Less than 5 minutes left in the first half. When I say that boys' soccer game was aggressive, I mean I have a good friend who's a professional wrestler, and I sent him a clip and I said, does this give you any ideas? When 100% true, as Alexandra Gomez scoops up the ball. Baker to Stone, back to Baker. Look at that behind the leg dribble. And Gomez scoops it up, though Bort made a good effort. But let it not be lost in the shuffle of the kerfuffle. Megan Baker able to break some ankles out on the soccer pitch. Now Bort pushing up. And Baldwinsville hoping for a counter. It's a foot race. And JD gets to it first, but it is sent out. It's a Baldwinsville throw-in. Looks like the leaves on the trees back there, a couple of them are just barely starting to turn a little bit orange. Fall will soon be upon us here in upstate New York. There's 3 minutes left in the first half. Stone sends it out, but is the clear long enough? Yes, just long enough to go on the counter. Ballatin did not have the speed there, tried to send it to Bort, but sent backwards. Red Rams playing a tight man-to-man defense out there. As CC Stone pushing up on the southern touchline. Poked out by Mostrianska. Now it's Salvani, who sails it left just like the American election system, first past the post. There's going to be like 6 people watching who get that. First past the post, if you want a quick political science lesson, means that the first person who, the one person who gets the majority of votes gets the entire seat in the parliamentary system versus proportional representation, where seats are delegated based on the total number of votes. So say, if you got 100 seats, if the election was 53-47, then one person would get 53, or one party would get 53, the other would get 47. First past the post means whoever got 53 gets them all. And now you know. You learn something new every day, and on JDTV we try to bump up that number if we can. One minute left in the first half. I got my minor in political science. I might as well put it to good use. Quote-unquote goalie kick coming from Baldwinsville. 45 seconds, able to kill him 15 seconds on that, which could prevent a Red Rams counter, though they will try anyway. Kinahan sends it up. The Bees double teaming. Baker pushed from behind. Passing forward. Dermody has it taken away. 15 seconds or so left. Kate Barclay battling with Warren. Warren gets it. And then Barclay does. Though she is knocked down, that's a penalty. And that will be the end of the first half. The Jamesville-DeWitt Red Rams and the Baldwinsville Bees are deadlocked at 1 apiece. As we go into halftime, going to put somewhere between 7 minutes on the clock, apparently, according to the scoreboard operator. So we'll be back in 7 minutes of the second half, but what an electric first half it has been here in DeWitt, and we hope that you'll join us for the second half. Sam Gelfand, the voice of the Red Rams here. We will see you in 7 minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this match between the Jamesville-DeWitt Red Rams and the Baldwinsville Bees. Sam Gelfand, the voice of the Red Rams here, as we are about to begin the second half of this match between, well, I just said who actually is playing. That's on me. But Baldwinsville will get the ball back for the second half. We are deadlocked at 1 apiece so far, as the lights have come on here in DeWitt. The sun is setting, but the sun has not set on this match. 40 minutes of close action coming up. You know, during halftime, I went down to take a picture of the student section, the flock as they're called. Counted down 1, 2, 3, and they all said cheese, and I was like, no, to cheer. You're not supposed to smile if you're a student section, you're supposed to cheer. As Baldwinsville quickly on the attack, and Parker comes out of the goal, save. Shot on goal from Kelsey Dwyer. Nothing came of it. Sent up by Kinahan. Forward by Murphy. Baker fights off 3 defenders. And over the line. Beeville ball. Warren sends it up. Hopeful, if anything, as Parker pokes it away. Parker coming a little bit further out of the goal than she normally does. Usually prefers to hang back. Forward is Kantak. Now Dwyer forced into the corner. Corner kick coming for Baldwinsville. Not sure what the delay is, as the referee had to talk to a few players in the goal real quick, perhaps telling Baldwinsville not to cross that goal line. Cross off the head, and at least no immediate scoring. And now right up against the goal, and sent away by the Red Rams. Now they'll have to do it all again, as it'll be another corner kick, or throw-in, excuse me. But some excellent defending by the Red Rams now. Dwyer tries to make something happen. Pass to Kantak. Forward, save by Parker. You put all of Parker's saves on a mixtape, you call that one Crisis Averted Part 2. Any aspiring rappers out there, feel free to use that. It honestly sounds like it would be like a track on the new Kanye West album. And Baker with the soccer equivalent of a crossover dribble. Sent out by Adriana Orlando, the defender. We do have a player down right now for Baldwinsville. Hopefully they're okay. We'll have to see who that is. Maybe just needed a breather. She was able to get up pretty quickly. Might have just had the wind knocked out of her. Baldwinsville in the corner, that's Dwyer. Dwyer with a cross. And cleared by that impenetrable Red Rams defense. I know it's a little hard to call it impenetrable when they've given up one goal, but hey, with just one goal against this team, mighty impressive. Of course, this Baldwinsville team is quite impressive. They do have 4 returning all Salt City Athletic Conference picks. Mikaelin Bronwyn-Madden, Liana Mostrianska, and Amelia Ponto. Though they did have 7 who graduated, including, once again, All-American Hannah Mimas. Long shot, nothing doing. By the way, if we want to compare that with the Red Rams list of returning All-SCAC picks, well, here you go. In fact, 38% of the Red Rams roster was named to the all-conference team. Not something a lot of teams can say. In the comments section, Andrew Bort says that whoever's running the camera deserves a raise. That would be Katie Dehan. Yes, I did write it down. That was the point of writing it down. Because I admit, I've been, in my many travels, I've been doing this for over 8 years, close to 9 years coming up, I think. And I can name a few times where I've forgotten the name of my co-commentator. And it has been rather embarrassing on the air. But it happens. The Bees have not forgotten the path to the goal. But the Red Rams have not forgotten how to apply pressure. Poked away by Dermody, resulting in this opportunity for a counterattack. As Brooke Bort pushes up. Passes forward to Baker and sent away by the Bees. Into the corner, no one's getting to that in time. That's a Red Ram ball. Looks to be a throw-in. It did not go to the far touch line up against the goal. Throw-in coming from Maeve Murphy. To Baker, back to Murphy. Gets past Dermody. And a wasted opportunity. Give the Red Rams an A for effort. You know, when I was younger, I always thought that was E for effort, and that didn't make sense. So the Red Rams grab the goalie kick. Now playing on the touch line. About 10 minutes have elapsed in the second half. 30 minutes left in the match. Sent out. You got to go back to it again. The Red Rams faithful are in the building, and it is just so wonderful to hear. The metaphorical building, anyway. It's all outside. And the shot goes wide left. A mosquito has invaded the press box.
I'm sprayed.
I thought I could avoid mosquitoes this year by just not going outside. Which is good advice with COVID, too. As Brookport weaves through three. Tries to push up to Baker and sent out, but that's still a Red Rams ball. Now into the corner, a push from behind, but no call. And Baker visibly frustrated that there was no call, though it is a Red Ram ball. Back to Baker. Soccer is a contact sport. It's easy to forget. That was a knee to the face. A flying knee to the face from the Baldwinsville Bees, and the Red Rams will get a penalty kick. Now, talking about my professional wrestler friend, that was straight out of Daniel Bryan's playbook. And now the Red Rams will take a penalty. It's Megan Baker. No one else you want out there. Was it ever in doubt? Megan Baker drains it 2-1. If you put Megan Baker that close to a goal unguarded, it is all but guaranteed. 2 goals on the night for Megan Baker. And a save by Parker. Let us not forget that when Megan Baker was a freshman, she was number 2 in New York State in goals scored with 24 on a season. And that's regardless of class, AA, A, B, C, or D. There is no one in Central New York who does it better. Now Lily Linder attempting to go on the defense. Kinahan to Linder and taken back by the Bees. And Nina Dermody wisely sends it out of play. Throw in coming by Orlando. And Parker with the sliding kick sends it out of harm's way, at least momentarily. As Kantak now can't do much, offsides. A big offsides penalty, which will result in a goalie kick. Red Rams needed that. Now Baker has a hat trick in her sights, but she does send it forward. An opportunity for Stone, I believe. But it goes out. Oh no, it looks like Brookport's cramping. Red Rams currently sending for the trainer, as that's head coach Matt Murphy there talking with Bort. She's nodding, so hopefully it's not too bad. If I had to take a guess, no, I am not a medically trained professional. My first instinct would be to say it's probably a cramp, although it looks like Coach Murphy is working on the ankle. But that could also be a full leg stretch, and this is why I don't offer my opinion, because I'm not a medical professional. But the point is she is being attended to by Coach Murphy right now. Bort's able to bend the knee, so that's an important sign. And she's able to get back to her feet. Now Bort's going to come out of the game right now, but it is an important loss for the Red Rams, as Bort, their number 2 forward behind Baker. And especially as we saw at the beginning of this game, a focal point of offensive progress for the Red Rams squad. So we'll see who they put in at forward in the meantime. If I had to guess, I would say Brooke Holbert. Though Rory Leach could slot in nicely as well. And the Red Rams right back to it. But so are the Bees. Hoping for a scoring opportunity, and unfortunately no water in the pool as that pass was blocked. Red Rams throw in. Very quickly taken by Sydney Ballatin, who has 2 goals on the season herself. Now tied with Baker for first on the team. Baldwinsville gets the ball back in apparently controversial fashion, according to the fans in attendance. Gets past Kate Barclay. Now Warren trying to fight back. Red Rams defense applying plenty of pressure. Barely avoids going over the touchline, and right back to Sydney Ballatin. Sent out by the Bees, and it's a Red Ram ball. Like I said in the first half, it is pressure, pressure, pressure is the name of this game. It is defense that is the key to winning tonight. That and Megan Baker. Taken away from Dermody. And sent forward. That's Adriana Orlando, who could not cross up Kate Barclay. Now Dermody in control, trying to find someone to pass up to. Pass interdicted. Warren past Barclay, hopes for a cross. There's a chance, but it's not much of one. It's a corner kick for Baldwinsville. Suppose that was crisis averted part 3. But a part 4 might be necessary in just a moment. And the corner kick will wait a moment as there's a 4-person change. The crowd's going to have to change to another gear. It's like driving a manual. Rev's too high. They're pushing the red line. Cross goes up, popped up, and out. Let's see who they give that to, because that could have been anybody's. Appears to be a Red Rams ball. That's about as good of an outcome as they could have hoped for. Other than the ball somehow miraculously going all the way across the field and it being an own goal or something. We saw something like that during boys soccer season last year against Central Square. It was incredible. It was an own goal from 30 yards out, no look. Kicked it over the top of their head behind them and dribbled into the goal from 30 yards. It was just incredible. You know, you hate to focus on anyone's mistakes, but it's the most glorious mistake I've ever seen. Well, that was then, and this is now, and right now, the Red Rams defense doing what they do best. And Baker misses the header, taken back by Baldwinsville. The Bees pushing forward, not for long. O'Connor sends it forward, and Alice O'Connor is looking to pass. Takes it to Brooke Holbert, who has come in for Bort. The senior forward had 2 goals on the season last year. Sent forward by Linder. The Red Rams working fast, but not fast enough. Scooped up by Gomez. And now Baker gets the ball back. She's got 3 defenders to beat. But she can't beat number 1. Cross to Holbert, sent out. But the ball's still there. It's still within their sights. Not anymore. Now the Bees trying to go on the counter, but it crosses the touchline, and it's now an afterthought. Barclay will throw it in. And she does to Amber Bates, who's getting her first action tonight. Mostrianska passes into the corner. That's Orlando. Desperation cross. And now Linder gets past her man or woman, however you want to put it. And Baker continues to get beat up, as she does in just about every game, it seems. But she's an aggressive player, and that comes with the territory. Sent over the line. Bates into Linder. Double teamed, wasn't much she could do. Orlando with the throw in. Ballatin over the line. And he goes out again. Did I not just have this discussion in the first half about touch play? "18 minutes left in the match, and though the Red Rams would be happy to just put this game into neutral and coast to victory, a 1-goal difference really is not all that much, especially against a team like Baldwinsville. This is one they're going to have to continue to push for. They cannot be satisfied on offense. Take a look at that penalty. That kick went just about across the chest of Baker. So a free kick coming to be taken by Alice O'Connor. Referee telling the two Baldwinsville defenders to back up a little bit. Now here we go. Cross incoming. Header too high and out of play. It's not going to work 100% of the time. Now Baldwinsville with possession. "16 minutes left in the match. Over the line, Red Rams ball. Parker with the incoming goalie kick. And speaking of incoming, the Mosquitoes back. Parker sends it forward. And back again by Holbert. Russell tried to poke it forward, but to no one in particular. Orlando. Now it is up to Amber Bates. In the corner, tripped up. Taken away by the Bees. However, despite her best efforts, Audra Salvani watches it go over the touchline. Barclay throws it in. Russell beats two. And poked out. This contest has moved forward at a breathless pace as someone gets a little bit beat up. That's Megan Baker again. But she's all right. No, wait, that is Catherine Durkin. That's a 3, not a 2. Looks like a small, well, I don't think leg thing is a medical term, but it's one way to put it. We're back underway with a free kick. Now Baldwinsville on the attack. Keeps it in bounds. Warren can't get to it in time. Sent out by the Red Rams defense to Holbert. They calling that offsides. Seems there's a talking to between Baldwinsville and the referee. Not quite sure what the holdup is, admittedly. But the Red Rams will get possession. I think they might have actually had players on the bench who were walking over the touchline onto the field. I think that the referee might have been cautioning them against it. The Red Rams have an opportunity. Bates tried to get forward. Now it goes into the corner. Throw in by Bates. Into a waiting mob of Baldwinsville defenders. Barclay. Pass intended for Holbert. And cleared by the Bees. Now Orlando slows down for a moment. Hopes for a cross. Whiffs, but they're still forward on the other side. Shot in, saved by Parker! Lauren Parker is a beast in front of the goal. "12 minutes left in the match. It is do or die time for the Bees. They've stung once. Most bees in nature can't do it more than that. Corner kick time for Baldwinsville. As the tension in the JD Stadium is growing. They decide not to go for the cross. And it comes back to bite them. Or to sting, I suppose, as Harmony Russell pushing forward. Russell is beaten in the foot race. Holbert tripped up from behind, no call. There is a call. Just a slightly delayed one. So a free kick coming for Jamesville-DeWitt. Nothing more that O'Connor would like than to put the nail in the coffin. Got it to Baker. And now that should be a corner kick. Except that JD touched it last. Well, there goes that. 10 minutes left. At the beginning of this match, the Red Rams came out swinging as that pass is overhit. They came out swinging, but the Bees were just late to start. They got in gear eventually. Though the Red Rams defense has made so much of a difference for them as Russell gets it to Baker, back to Russell. But Baldwinsville has shaped up as time has gone on. The Red Rams got lucky with that penalty kick, which was successfully taken by Baker and sunk in the back of the net. Now Russell and nothing doing. These teams have been fairly evenly matched. You know, last season, these two teams actually gave up the exact same number of goals, 10 apiece. Of course, that's at the Class AA level for Baldwinsville and Class A for Jamesville-DeWitt, but still similar competition. Baldwinsville sends it forward, but scooped up by Parker. There's 2 mosquitoes in the booth now. 8 minutes left. Sent forward by Guzman. Linder with well-played defense. Should have gone out. I'm surprised that that's going to stay a Beeville ball. Then again, we do have a better angle here. The final minutes of this game are ticking down. And the tension does indeed grow. Corner kick coming for Baldwinsville. As it looks like we have another cramp on the field, this time a Baldwinsville player. I believe that is Nadia Guzman. Just to the left of the camera, where we're able to get it. Baldwinsville coach coming out. Okay, that clock stopped like 26 seconds ago and I didn't notice. Able to run off the field though. Nadia Guzman doing all right, but another big loss this time for Baldwinsville as Guzman has been their top forward in this second half. Red Rams defense surprisingly aggressive right now. Coming in and a save by Parker. Now a cross off the chest and out of play by the Red Rams. 6 minutes left. The Red Rams are okay with sending the ball out despite giving possession up because it eats up time. It's about 15 seconds from the moment the ball goes out of bounds to when it goes back into play. That's 15 seconds which Baldwinsville does not have to score. Russell pushes it up. Now Brooke Holbert across the field. Sent back the other way by Beeville. Resets, goes back home. Parker sends it back out. Linder across the middle of the pitch. Baldwinsville has had something of a speed advantage on the Red Rams in this game, as demonstrated there, as Murphy couldn't get to it in time. But the Red Rams' ball handling has arguably been much better. Baker could not send it forward. Less than 5 minutes left in the match. Intercepted. O'Connor gets there before Warren. Into the corner. Back to Orlando. Back to O'Connor. If you enjoy this type of fast-paced back-and-forth action, don't forget to join us tomorrow morning for some boys volleyball as the Red Rams take on the Oswego Buccaneers in our first televised boys volleyball match actually ever on JDTV. First televised volleyball match total on JDTV. The last time we saw some, we were still back on the NFHS network. 3:45 left in the match. Corner kick coming for Baldwinsville. Desperation shot. Cannot clear the cloud of defenders, and a save by Parker. The Bees essentially bully Murphy out of bounds, but it's a Baldwinsville ball. Sent out by Linder. 3 minutes left. Now Megan Baker on the numbers. She is the fastest on this team if it becomes a foot race, but she is tripped up. Sent backwards to Barclay. Now it's Linder. Linder tries to get it to Russell. It won't result in a shot on goal, but it will kill some time. Sent out, and the Bees have to hope that that's ruled a throw in and not a corner kick. Substitutions now. Referee stopping the clock. And it will be, well, if it's not a corner kick, that's about as close to a corner as you can get it. It is a free throw, or throw in, excuse me. Clearly looking forward to basketball season. Murphy and the defender tie up in the corner. And a Beeville ball with 2 minutes remaining. This is your 2-minute warning. Coming in is Mostrianska, who we heard from a ton in the first half, but has been held largely silent in the second. A minute 30. The Red Rams send it forward to no one in particular. Sent back. Red Rams would appreciate an insurance goal as there is 1 minute remaining in the match. Only 1 minute, but anything can happen in a minute. That is enough time to get it down the pitch and into the net for either side. And the Bees know it. That's why they are pushing so aggressively. 45 seconds remain. Clearance, but the Bees get it back. Pushed up to Orlando. In the corner, and Barclay lets it go out. 30 seconds left. A goalie kick incoming for Lauren Parker. The Red Rams are going to hope to run out the clock. 15 seconds. .10 seconds remain in the match. Baldwinsville fighting to the bitter end. Tripped up from behind, but that's it. If you thought that the Class AA Baldwinsville Bees would come in and easily handle the Jamesville-DeWitt Red Rams, it was an imperfect prognostication, as your Jamesville-DeWitt Red Rams have defeated the much larger, extremely competent Baldwinsville Bees 2-1 in what can only be described as an upset. The Bees take their first loss of the season. The Red Rams improved to 2-1. And what a way to do it. 2 goals for the reigning goal queen, Megan Baker. This fantastic match has concluded, and we thank all of you for joining us here on JDTV. My name is Sam Gelfand, the voice of the Red Rams, and on behalf of everyone here at JDTV and the entirety of Jamesville-DeWitt Athletics, we would like to wish you a very good night wherever you may be.